On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Hunt. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in full...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Hunt, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
On the play. It's 4th down.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the 44.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On play action, Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down, Colts.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, that was dangerous.
Allen's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That'll be complete to Cook, but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Block working out of the gun. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Block. That one is caught by Hunt. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th and 1.
Check 26, check 26. 22, check bomber, 22, check bomber. Hey, look 3.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Well, he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over at 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, It's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Abdullah to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Like 42, like 42. Here we go. 80 weapon.
Block off a play action. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Flush to his right. He'll try. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Complete.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 22 yards. And the Colts.
Allen off the play fake. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Off play action. Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back now in Houston, it's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's Allen, and he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Texans 14, Colts 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
29 is Mike 29. That's what I do.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. With it is Brown. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
From 45-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Check. Lefty. Time up.
On first down, Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
23 yards on the play. Allen from the gun, he'll throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him was Rashawn Golden.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
29 is Mike 29.
From the gun, it's Locke. Complete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
29 is Mike 29. Watch the blood.
To throw is Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
29 is Mike 29. Watch the run. 29 is Mike 29.
Now Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. To throw is Allen. A slant to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Back to throw. Allen. Dancing to his left. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Come on with it, man.
end zone now. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run again with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
29 is Mike 29. I got one.
First throw of overtime for Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for a very important punt here in overtime. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done. Now part 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
What can Allen do now with his drive? And able to find Green. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll only get a yard maybe 2 up to the 46.
At the 46-yard
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On play action, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to have 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Texans are going to win the football game. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Texans, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's loss number 5 for them on